Hey from Stockholm! We only have 3 hours here, but we will try to make most out of it and explore all the beautiful places in town.
We're Julia and Sven with our dog Felix, and in the last weeks we explored the beautiful country of Norway and traveled all the way up to the Lofoten Islands. Now we have to rush back home to Germany to return our rented camper van, so within 2 days we'd have to cross the entirety of Sweden and Denmark. But of course it would be a great mistake to skip the two exciting capitals of these countries, Stockholm and Copenhagen. Only this time we don't have too much time to explore each city. So let's find out what each of these cities has to offer when you only have a few hours of time. Ready, set, go! Last night we stayed in a hotel and we parked the car right next to the hotel in the garage, and now we gotta get going because the time is ticking. We have 3 hours to explore the whole city.
First things first, we made it to one of the main squares, Store Target, I think, and got some breakfast.
Having breakfast, walking around and taking some pictures here took some time. We're already 1 hour in. Next up is a nice viewpoint of the city, so we gotta get going. We should have gotten this for breakfast.
Oh my god, cinnamon buns. We now made it to the Ivalus Park, where we can have a view all across the city. And maybe you didn't know yet, but Stockholm is the biggest of the Scandinavian capitals, with almost 1 million people, I think 900,000 or something like that.
The Swedes love their coffee breaks. They even have a word for it. It's a newly designed word, fika, which means coffee, so the word for coffee just turned around, and they have, I think, 2 coffee breaks each day, and they enjoy it with some cake or something like that. It's very special for them. And the Scandinavians, or the Nordic people themselves, they are the highest consumers of coffee in the whole world. I think Finland tops the list. It's number 1.
Only a little bit more than 1 hour left. We better hurry. So far, we really like it here. And Stockholm is a very, very clean city. Everything looks so neat and nice. And by the way, Sweden is one of the cleanest countries in the world, and also one of the countries with the highest living standards, because their system here is just so good.
We are now at the Stockholm Castle. Yeah, that's where the king lives. Looks like a bunker in my opinion.
But this side is beautiful. Quick stop at a souvenir shop, and hard to believe that there are more than 300,000 moose roaming around freely, and we didn't see a single one. That's why we decided to buy one for Felix and for Felix's nephew. Oh, I think we are not gonna make it.
Time's almost up and we have another very special plan, another sight to see, which is special for Stockholm, those very beautiful metro stations. So we have to rush now.
Time is over, but we definitely want to see the metro station, so probably 1 more hour. We made it! And even though it's the middle of the day, there's no one here.
Looks so cool, right? There are plenty more beautiful metro stations across Stockholm, but we think the 2 we visited are the most beautiful ones. And this was our last spot for our express Stockholm tour, so let's go back to the car.
Some lunch before we leave.
Well deserved. So it was a 4-hour visit, not a 3-hour visit, but it was all worth it. And now it's time to get to the next Scandinavian capital. Let's go to Copenhagen. This is a 7-hour drive.
Another day, another express city tour, this time in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Let's go! Today we only have 2.5 hours because we have to catch a ferry to return our rental car. Oh my goodness, but I'm positive, let's go. First impression, there are many bicycles and apparently there are even more bicycles than cars here in Copenhagen.
We made it to Nyhavn, the most beautiful spot in my opinion here in Copenhagen. And it started to rain, what? Apparently it rains more than 170 days per year in Copenhagen, which is I think almost every second day of the year. Crazy!
I thought we were lucky.
Yeah, I guess we're not. But it's still beautiful.
We're already 45 minutes into our walk and we still have some spots to see, so we have to hurry up again. Walking around Copenhagen is a bit more relaxed than walking around Stockholm because in general the city is a bit smaller. So in Stockholm are around 900,000 people and here it's 600,000 people and the spots are closer together, so it's easier for us to walk around.
Our next stop is a short and beautiful one, this church. By the way, Sven and I are wearing matching colors today. Almost as always. My sister makes fun of that all the time because she thinks it's so funny, but it looks nicer in pictures, etc. That's why we do it. Let me know if you also color coordinate your outfits with your partner if you got one. I think sometimes when you are in a relationship for a very long time, you do it by accident, unconscious somehow. Almost at the end. How much time do we get left?
Let me check, I think it's less than an hour.
55 minutes. By the way, Sven is always the navigator whenever we walk around somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm always the person who finds the spots in advance. Last spot is this beautiful park. So nice. I'm a castle lover, so of course we had to come here.
Okay, we made it back to the car and the timer says 19 minutes left, so we are good in time.
Only 2 hours in Copenhagen are definitely not enough. You need more to experience the city, and also 4 hours in Stockholm could be much more. I think the nightlife would be really cool as well, to just go to some bars and experience that with more people. Yeah, but we just don't have more time on this trip. We have to return our rental car in a few hours, so we have to drive all the way back from Denmark to Germany to do that.
Also catch a ferry along the way.
From Hamburg, where we will return the car, we will head home, which means our road trip is coming to an end. 2.5 weeks in Norway are over. In case you missed all of our other videos, yeah, definitely check them out. We did so many wonderful things.
Yeah, it was such an amazing time. Norway, probably the most beautiful country when it comes to landscape, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. Okay guys, so thanks so much for watching. We hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel, because we will keep uploading more videos.
Exactly.
So see you again next week.
Felix is already in his little bed. Felix, wollen wir noch mal eine Runde zu Grandma?
You go to grandma now? Go home?
Okay, bye bye!
Ciao, ciao!